the terminology that we use called tech neck has become a major issue. So the cervical spine, which should be at 42 degrees, we've found that that has totally distorted that that whole dimension of the cervical spine, meaning that most people have anterior head carriage, which in turn, when that happens, immediately it causes vertebral subluxations, stretches the spinal cord, which causes demyelination of the spinal cord. So you've got many things happening all at once. And over time, what this is going to do is this is going to create an epidemic of neurological disorders, and we're already starting to see that. But I'm seeing it now more so, which I didn't see when I first started practicing 30 years ago, in young children. Never used to see a problem with the cervical spine. Now we're starting to see that, because that's how our parents will pacify their children, is give them a cell phone, give them an iPad, something like that, or a computer, and they sit on these things with their heads down, and right away they're at a very early age, they're already training their muscles to hold their spine in a distorted position.
Do you mind showing me the side view of that, of the distorted neck?
So like with my hand, you want me to show you?
No, so like just turn to the side and then look down to like kind of demonstrate
so
what a
like
drastic degree.
Somebody was looking.
Yeah.
So what would happen is most people, like, for instance, somebody was talking to me yesterday. They noticed somebody was doing their homework, but they were hyperkyphotic, but then they had anterior head carriage, and then they had their head down like this. So you can see what it does. It totally distorts the posture. Mm-hmm. But in turn, it stresses out the nervous system, which is the major issue. Because the nervous system is the master control center. The brain and spinal cord are the master control center of the whole body.
Yeah. Can you go over like the technical terms for all of the issues with the neck, and then translate it into like a layperson's term?
To go over like what happens when there's tech. Okay, so kind of what we were just talking about, how when you have actual tech neck or anterior head carriage, what happens is you get the anterior movement of the head on the spine, which creates vertebral subluxations, which are, simply put, that creates misalignments in the spine, causing pinched nerves. Okay, and then on top of that, it causes demyelination of the spinal cord. Well, what that is the lining of the spinal cord is called the myelin sheath. And once that wears away, there's nothing to protect the spinal cord. So what happens is you get all these neurological issues that become exaggerated. Like what will happen over time is people will start to develop MS and Parkinson-like symptomatology because of that. So that's the simplest way that we can put that. There's other things that can go on, but for the most part, that's how we explain it to patients.